Hi guys, Nick O'Shea here at the Build and Design Centre. I'm sitting today here with Dean from James Hardie. James Hardie is a fantastic product that we work with and a fantastic company that support us a lot of the way through everything that we do. What we wanted to do today is have a chat to Dean and talk about the way that James Hardie is changing the landscape of being able to build new homes in a more affordable way, but also in a more sustainable way, and also a quicker way. So thanks for being with us today, Dean.
Thanks for having me, Nick.
So mate, I guess first of all, for those that don't know James Hardie, tell us a little bit about the company.
So James Hardie, we're the world leader in fibre cement manufacturing, so most of the claddings.
Yep.
We do some other products as well.
Yep.
We're a market leader, so we're actually the creators of fibre cement. We've been running 135 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Actually based in Queensland here in Carroll Park, we have the world's biggest fibre cement manufacturing plant in the South Pacific. So
yep.
Real good sort of base for us here in Queensland. But ultimately, James Hardie, we're a market leader in fibre cement cladding, and that's what we do. That's our bread and butter.
Yeah, I guess something that's been really a key that we're finding with a lot of conversations with some of our suppliers is ensuring that things are locally made, Australian made. You know, we're finding more and more that it's harder to get the supply of products from overseas. So, well, despite being an international company, it's fantastic to know that everything is locally made. So that's so good. Yeah,
100%. I mean, our roots, we started in Melbourne back in, I think it's 1885 or something like that. So, as I say, about 130, 135 years old. James Hardie himself was an Irish immigrant that moved to, Australia, started the business. So, most definitely an Australian-owned business. Our base here is here in Australia. That's how we established the James Hardie brand.
Yeah, that's great. So we use a big fans of the James Hardie products. I guess most traditionally in homes and more now with the new upcoming, I guess a bit more of the Hampton style home is the linear board.
Yeah, correct.
Probably one of the, for me as a carpenter and a builder, probably one of the best products I like to use.
Yep.
It goes up quick, but it's also so nice and true and straight.
Yeah, correct.
But we've got a lot of other products that are on the range now, and even with more of the traditional homes, we're finding that we're bringing in a more of a break of the products and not just having just all linear board. So tell us about some of the other products that you guys are producing.
Yeah, so a lot of it, as you say, Nick, based around design and the change in the market as well, and what we're seeing in market and what ultimately clients are asking us for, really. That Hampton style was a very unique style that Hardie's really promoted very early on in the piece. Linear's been around about 10 years now. It's a really good product for us, nice thick profile, great shadow lines. But as you say, we're able to transition into some sort of wider board products. So you'll see sort of Austria board around the Building Design Centre here, and Axon cladding as well. So we're going really from horizontal and weatherboard cladding into sheet-based products as well. Where we're able to create some different textures, different lines in the building.
Yeah, that's awesome. What we love to be able to do is we love to be able to try to use at least 3 of the Hardie's products on a home, and even in the traditional homes, but all in the modern styles as well, is trying to bring in these different products to be able to create the different areas. But one thing that we love so much about the James Hardie brand is that it aligns so well with our core value of sustainability, and knowing that the products that we're using are going to last for the time. It's not going to flake away, and the timber, like a lot of the traditional timber weatherboard.
Yeah, correct.
And I guess, like our environmental footprint as well, is that it's looking after, we're not cutting down as many trees to create these sort of weatherboards, but not only that, in our harsh Queensland conditions and Australian conditions, knowing that they're going to stand the time.
So James Hardie products have a 10-year warranty anyway. They're made of fibre cement, so naturally they're a denser material. They're able to withstand, as you say, the Queensland harsh summers as well. So a real good sort of versatile product that's able to stand the test of time. So what I say to a lot of my customers is, visit some of these display areas. You'll find buildings that are 10, 15 years old. They only look a couple of years old because of the fibre cement on the wall. That's testament to, James Hardie's quality, really. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess, when we're looking at design with homeowners that haven't built before and don't know much about building, I guess a lot of people have always had this mindset. I find when I sit with people that, you know, a brick home is so much more of a sturdy, solid home, you know, and, you know, well, tell me about what you think are the greatest benefits, I guess, versus brick, but also just about construction.
It's quite a privy point, you know, James Hardie's vision, you know, is to help, you know, change the way that Australia builds. You know, ultimately we support lightweight cladding. And some of the benefits of, you know, going to lightweight cladding and lightweight construction is that you're able to increase the footprint of your slab. So actually make the most out of the actual area that you've got for your building. You know, ultimately it's a quicker build as well, so you're actually eliminating a trade, which it be brickies or blockies. Speed of construction is also something as well, so using carpenters on site, the claddings, the walls go up a lot quicker, and you're able to sort of, you know, change the layout of the building a lot easier in the facades as well. Whereas brick obviously tends to be a heavy, more sort of robust product that is quite laborious, and it's either, you know, your plain face brick or rendered really. So lightweight cladding options just opens up so many different sort of design options.
And I guess we have always looked at sort of on the textured sort of blueboard type of finishes, being able to render on it, but I know that there's a few more products now that Hardies are looking at offering that kind of still give that finish. Yeah,
correct. So we've very recently, you know, released our EasyTex product, which is a pre-embossed rendered finished board. So you take our Easy Lap sheet. In essence, you know, we've put a pre-rendered finish on the board, and you're able to shoot that onto your lightweight framing using brad nails. So what that actually does is, you know, the brad nail gets lost in the texture of the sheet, so we're able to create, you know, a faux render look using a lightweight product. We've minimised the shiplap joint as well, so that's actually more like a VJ board. So what we've tried to do is eliminate the amount of joins on a broad wall application, creating a lightweight option for that render finish.
And I think a great thing about that one is I know that some people have reservations with a textured rendered board, being able to see the joins or, you know, potentially cracking in time. And I know that, you know, if installed correctly, it shouldn't go down that line, but some people want that little bit of reassurance. And so these sort of pre-finished boards are a great way to go. And I guess, look, you do, we're not trying to cut out all of the trades, but you do cut out a render as well, which is a great thing, you know, to try to find some savings for the homeowners overall.
So ultimately, you know, James Hardie, as I say, we're trying to change the way that Australia builds, and as you say, not trying to eliminate trades out either, but if we can save you on the wall cost savings, something that you as a builder are going to sort of appreciate, and the client as well is going to, you know, they've got a great quality product, but they finished it quicker, on time, with a better quality product as well.
That's right.
And what you'll find with the EasyTex, you're actually able to paint it black and darker colours, which does bring you away from that render option, which they have a light reflective value. So with the EasyTex board, you're able to use, you know, an ancillary of different colours and achieve that render look.
No, that's so good. I know personally, I've installed it on some of our jobs already, and used a lot of the James Hardie boards as well. And I know that you guys have been working closely with Paslow, and trying to be able to, you know, to maximise the speed and the quality of the fixings that we're being able to use. And I know from my own personal experience as a carpenter, when you've got coil guns or you got your framers or whatever and hoses running around the scaffolding and you're dragging and you're caught down 2 stories below, how frustrating it is. So being able to use gas supplied fixings with the Paslow range, it's been really good.
So we partner with Paslow quite heavily. You know, as you say, we work with some of the guys on site doing sort of demos and installs, and you know, really trying to make the most of that experience of shooting the sheet on the wall. Ultimately, you know, it increases, you know, speed of construction, health and safety on site, as you say, and consistency of finish. Using the Paslow gun, you're not getting different depths with the brad nails that you would get with, you know, traditional air or gas powered guns. So the actual bradder that we use is a real good finish for the board, and ultimately a quicker install for you guys on site.
It is, and it looks good, you know, like you don't have painters having to come in and do a lot of puttying and filling, or you know, have any worries that the product's not holding hard enough. With that fixing, that you've got that confidence to be able to use it, and we've found it being really good, you know, especially working closely with Paslow as well, who've been helping us out. So
again, you know, speed of construction and saving on the wall cost, you know, it's beneficial for all of us.
That's right, and you know, ultimately us being able to produce that for the homeowners and try to find the savings wherever we can. So I guess there's, you know, we've used a lot of the products that we've used along the way, you know, particularly even like the Hardie deck, which is something that we like doing. You know, if you want to get away from a traditional tiled deck, you know, it's a great way to be able to bring some really good point of difference, and it's also something that you don't need to maintain all the time. So you're finding the Hardie deck successful, a good product?
Yeah, so it's always been a really good product from us. For the launch, it was a couple of years ago that we launched Hardie Deck. It's got a real good VP and a USP out there in the market that if you're looking for a durable deck that's going to stand the test of time, it really will do. Fibre cement as a material, it's very dense, and it's quite a secure material to put on the deck, so able to withstand those hot summers, those cold winters, harsh downpours. It's a really good system that we've released. We've actually changed it ever so slightly with some of the snapping strips and the jointer pieces as well. So we released the product, listened to the market, and then we've sort of like created a better version of it. And that's what Hardies are really about, that innovation piece and sort of driving to always sort of improve that speed of install and ease of our product. Yeah,
that's great. I guess with us, we like to sit down with our homeowners and we like to sort of discuss with them about their different products. And I know like with the designers and architects, they will do some of that as well. What's some other ways homeowners can learn about the different products and the pros and the cons of the products?
So, James Hardie, we're very lucky that we've got a great brand, and, it's something we've strived to do over, as I say, 100+ years, that we've got a great sort of image in the market. And we're drivers of design change as well. So whether that be from myself, through you guys as well as builders that we work and partner with closely. We've actually got the Building Design Centre in South Brisbane here as well, that we're able to sort of, take customers, whether that be architects, designers, yourself or your clients, through that journey, show them the products and give them that real touch and feel experience.
And it's key, to being able to know those sort of, those different feels and the quality of those products. I guess going back a little bit to where we were talking before about the brick home, people think that it's more of a solid home, but then they also talk about the insulation value of it.
Correct.
So, to my knowledge of the James Hardie products, it still holds a great, different, depending on the type of product, but a great R value with the system, and depending on which system you use and what type of wall you're using, but the insulation that's involved.
Yeah, correct. So, Hardie's, we've got a great engineering team and sort of technical background support as well. So, totally depending on what product you want to use, we're able to come to the table with some real beneficial solutions that, A, meet the R value you're looking to achieve, the design that you're trying to sort of create for the customer, and ultimately ease of construction again. So, we've got a really good offering in that market, and, confident to say that we're able to tick off a lot of those boxes 9 times out of 10. Yeah,
definitely. I'm a big believer. What I love about it is, having some designers push the boundaries with some of the products, and so sometimes I'll look at it, I'm like, you can't do that there, like that. You can't do that product in that direction. But then, through the relationship that we have, we can get in touch with you and say, hey, can we do this? Or even homeowners saying, I don't like that because it's too heavy horizontally, and being able to come in and say, all right, well, we can use the Stria product, in a vertical sense and all of that.
Horizontally as well, Hardies, we're open to absolutely everything. So, if you guys can think of it, we'll try to achieve it as well with you. And I think that's the benefit of, partnering together, that we're able to give that look and the design and a unique feel to ultimately your end customer. Yeah, that's right. And look, it's been such a great partnership that we've had with Hardies for the last, 5+ years now, where we've been working together to be able to break the mold of just the same designs and try to push the limit on what looks great, but also being able to push that the relationship to be able to work together for not only the support of that, but also the support that you guys have given us as a business along the way. I've had numerous amounts of meetings with different James Hardie representatives. I've played golf with a few representatives along the way, just to be able to have those conversations. And it's not even always just about the Hardie's product, but the support that you guys have given me, and I know plenty of other builders as well, around just our business support and things that we should look at in our own direction, and the way to take the business forward. It's been fantastic, and I can only thank you. Can't thank you enough. It's been brilliant, mate. So we like to support people that support us, and ultimately, you're our end user. You're putting the material on the wall. You're, a salesperson for James Hardie just as much as I am. You're a true representation of what our product is about. Selling that dream to the customer. And if we can support you in any way, shape, or form to do so, we're happy to come to the table, mate.
That's been brilliant, mate. Yeah, well, thanks so much for your time today and your continued support. And yeah, we look forward to using James Hardie and pushing the boundaries as we move forward as well.
Look forward to it, mate.
Good on you.
Very much.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Cheers, Nick.
Talk to you.